Hola, bienvenidos a mi canal, soy Gamer54 y bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo de Five Nights at Freddy's. Y en el vídeo vamos a jugar a Five Nights at Warios Deluxe, que me lo ha recomendado el seguidor que estáis viendo aquí, Mateo Forever. Y vamos a probarlo. Oli. Había una vez un hombre llamado Wario que trabajaba solo con un amigo en su propia empresa de comida rápida. Un día, como cualquier otro, los dos hombres desaparecieron y nunca fueron encontrados. Desde ese día la fábrica fue cerrada porque la gente pensaba que la fábrica estaba no sé qué. 7 años después el ayuntamiento decidió reabrir la fábrica y empezar la producción otra vez. Un hombre consiguió un trabajo como guardia en esa noche. Lo siento por mi mala traducción, no mi culpa. Warios. Uy.
Hello? Mr. McRoy, is it? I'll call you Richard, if that's okay with you. I'd like to welcome you
Hermano.
to this fast food factory, Richard.
Mateo, que me has recomendado, cabrón.
Nothing special about me that you need to know, really. I like to code video games as a hobby. Although I'm unsure if I'm really good at coding video games, at least I love doing it.
Ah, hay batería. Joder.
And I've always wanted to be part of something big. Something that affects people, you know? I hope I can put my video game coding to good use one day. But I was fortunate to be one of the minds behind the reopening of this factory here. That's something I'm very happy about. But anyway, enough about me. Welcome to Wario's Fast Food Factory, a place with a dark past and a bright future, as we like to say. It's back in business, much thanks to your father, in fact, who invested so much and really kickstarted this entire reopening. The original owner, Wario,
Ahora mismo empezamos tranquilos.
Wario,
Vale.
He died 7 years ago, you see, back in 2007. Tragic stuff. This factory closed off then following that tragic event, as you may know, but now it's back in business. It grew popular due to a unique secret recipe for fast food that Wario used.
Qué grande es el
So
mapa.
you bet we're using the very same one. Now you've been hired as a night guard in the factory. The job is quite simple. Be glad you're not here during the day shift, I tell you, where all the machines have to be operated and all that stuff. All you really have to do is to keep an eye on things. It sounds vague, I know, but it's not that much more to it, really. You're currently sitting in the main office of the factory, and seeing as the place hasn't been used for many years, we cannot know for sure just how functional the old machinery is yet. Has everything remained intact? It's hard to say. That's why you need to remain in your office and watch over the factory using some brand new security cameras we've installed. Straight from Secure Incorporated. Just open up the pad you've been given and have a look around. Just make sure everything looks okay, pretty much. You only have so much power at your disposal at night, however. Try not to use all of it. Having that camera pad open drains some of that power, but even worse is the door to your left and the control room window to your right. As you have probably seen, we have installed some buttons you can use for each one of them. The red buttons will bring down strong metallic doors, and the white buttons will trigger lights in the respective doorways. Keeping these doors down drain quite a lot of power, as do having the door lights active. Please only use these when you need to. When would you need to, you might wonder? Well, there have been rumors going around for years that this recipe that Wario was using and that we are using now was quite interesting to money-hungry thieves back in the day when the factory was up and running. So the doors, the lights, it's just for safety, really. Mandatory precautions, that's all. No worries. Just keep an eye on the camera pad, yeah? Otherwise, you should be good, I think, yeah.
Vale.
We are very excited for this new era of the Warios brand. So, have a good night, Richard, and I'll give you a call tomorrow.
¿Son solo las 12 de la mañana? Ah, bueno, supongo que... Claro, ahora empieza a bajar todo, ¿no? Supongo. Sí, mira. Vale. No veo a nadie. Por si acaso, ¿sabes? Dios, cómo consumen, cabrón. Bof. No veo a nadie, tío, eso es bueno. ¡Ay! Hola. Vale, uno se ha movido. Mira, ahí está. Supongo que este vendrá por aquí, ¿sabes? En plan. Supongo. Vaya sufrimiento va a ser este juego. Están dando a alguien. Hola. Vale, uno por cada lado. Me cachis. Está movido. Vale. Cuando me imagino que se mueve aquí tengo que cerrarle la puerta, ¿no? Supongo. Buenas. ¿Tengo que cerrar la puerta? ¿Cómo veo si están ahí, tío? ¿Cómo veo? No sé si se ha ido. Uf, me cago en todo, tío. ¿Por qué me has recomendado esto, tío? Con lo mal que lo paso yo. Te has ido ya, ¿no? Vale, no, no te has ido. ¡Eh! Hola. La batería. Ya, pero es que no sé cómo se juega, ¿vale? ¿Vale? ¿Dónde está el otro? Ah, vale, está ahí. Toma por culo. Lo veo ahora sí ya. Bueno, estás aprendiendo. Aprendiendo de malas formas, tío. ¿Se ha ido ya? Vale, sé dónde hay uno. El otro no. Vale, te he visto. Quedan 5 y 3. Uf, voy a comerme una pipa. ¿Sigue estando? Sigue estando, ¿vale? Vale. ¡Ey! Vale. ¡Ayuda! Cierro las dos puertas. ¡Vamos! ¡Oh! Vamos. ¡Oh! Continúe. ¡No! ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo que no están solo ellos? ¿A qué te refieres?
Hi there. James here again. I heard you did good last night. Well done, Richard. Remember, if
Tío
you
Mateo,
see
cabrón.
snooping around at night, you tell us about it, yeah? We don't want another uncomfortable incident like Anyway, I heard from a coworker today that you had questions about this place and its past.
Hijo de puta
Well,
cara.
the original owner, Wario, you know, businessman, he was kind. Yeah, he wasn't free of greed and stress. But honestly, who are, really? He was clever, and he had that boss-type personality, you know? It was him and his business partner, Waluigi, who started this factory and the Warios brand as a whole. I don't know much about this Waluigi guy, aside from him being known as the sidekick, kind of, or as the less interesting one. But Waluigi is said to have been good with words. Charming, convincing, clever, but also insecure. Living in his friend's shadow, putting Wario in front of himself. You know, a people pleaser. That's how people described him. But also a people knower, apparently. He knew how to convince people, getting them to agree with him. That's probably why Wario chose him to be his business partner. The two of them made a good team, apparently. They started a cafe. That was the first thing, back in the 80s, you see, in the late 80s. Wario's Cafe, it was their first business, and that's
Ahora que me di cuenta, tío, las noches son larguísimas. Porque llevamos 13 minutos de vídeo.
They closed it off fairly quickly for unknown reasons, actually. And the two men began in the video game industry instead a few years later, in 1990, I think it was.
Eso es lo que jode. Ya.
You might have heard of it. It was quite a spectacle, and the ideas and products from there were impressive, to say the least. However, people called the place haunted. Rumors has it that even Wario himself claimed the building felt off. And WarioWare actually partly burned down a few years later, unfortunately. It must have been an electrical fire, I guess. But that's when they were able to found their third establishment, which was this very fast food factory. I think it was a lifelong dream of Wario to build this factory, and finally it was up. And things were going well until, you know, I told you the owner died. But that's not quite the entire story. He, Waluigi, along with 3 of their co-workers,
Aquí lo dicen.
disappeared one day.
3 más hay.
Nobody found them.
Lore, ya.
Nothing. People had claimed to get strange vibes from the factory since day one, and the disappearance of these 5 didn't exactly lighten those.
Son 5.
Some have even used the word cursed when describing this place. So what happened to them exactly, we don't know for sure. But I've talked long enough for tonight, Richard, I'm sorry. I just thought I would let you in more on the details of the past of your workplace, you know? I'll let you get back to work, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night, yeah?
Empieza la fiesta. ¿Quiénes son los...? Vale. Vale. Pero no que eran 5. Vale. Vale. 5 y 3. Vale. Tío, ¿quién está haciendo ruidos, tío? Mira las otras. ¿Qué es eso? Pero tío, qué miedo, cabrón. Dios, que cague. ¿Y se supone que Luigi hace algo? Pueden venir por los dos. Me cago en todo, tío. Pero él, ¿cómo se ven las cámaras? ¿Se ve como en plan Wario aquí cuando está la puerta? Esta aquí. ¿O tengo que darle sí o sí a algo? Sí, se ve en la puerta, ¿no? Vale. Me sirve. Pero si está Luigi ahí, si está Waluigi ahí, no se ha ido. ¡Oh! Hermano, ¿qué es eso? ¿Hay un conducto? No, mierda. Pero ¿cómo es tan alto, Luigi? ¿O por qué está volando? Está colgado, creo. Ah, vale. Madre mía, yo no puedo, tío. Me cago en la Virgen Santa que paró el diablo. Vamos. Uah. No hay minijuegos ni nada. ¿Y esa suerte? No sé, no sé. Vamos a hacerle un intento a la noche 3 ahora. Bueno, intento no, voy a dejar que me mate alguno. En plan, voy a estar con la cámara mirando a ver si me mata alguno, porque quiero ver el jumpscare, porque... Joder. ¿Cómo que map toggle?
Hey, Richard. Third night is up, and you should be getting the hang of this now, I guess. Everything's good, right? You'd tell me if something was up. I have
Ahora se pasa el juego.
about some upgrades we have installed today. As you know, this factory was built on an old piece of land, yeah? There were remains of underground tunnels that Wario turned into this factory's current cellar. At some point, though, the tunnels down there become
Oh mierda, la princesa Peach.
unstable, and the deeper areas down there seem to be way too unsafe to enter. So, you know, who knows how far these tunnels actually go, and who knows what they were originally used for. Anyway, I'm telling you this because, well, first of all, don't go down there, yeah? But secondly, we kinda heard noises coming from down there today. Footsteps, as some people here claimed. As well as singing. Sounds quite absurd to me, but, you know, take it as you want. We feared someone may have been trying to break in from below. Even though that should be impossible, of course. Or it could be animals down there. That, we don't know for sure, but there were sounds coming from down there, most definitely. So, just for safety, of course, we've put up some more cameras down there as well.
Te explico yo esta. No uses la luz en otra habitación. Escucha sonidos en cada una. Si escuchas algo como... o algo, usa el flash. Por cierto, eso usa mucha batería.
Yeah, the light situation down there, it's not good. So, why have cameras at all down there if you can't see anything, right? Well, there is an emergency solution for now. Using your camera pad, you can flash some lights we've installed down there. Just in case you hear someone walking down there. I mean, the cameras have microphones built into them, so you should be able to hear sounds they pick up through your pad, yeah? So, now and then, just take a peek at those underground cameras and listen if their microphones pick up anything of interest. Listen for a few moments though before you brush it off as nothing. For all we know, if there should be something down there, it can take a few seconds before anything moves at all. In addition to that, because the cameras are so far underground, there might be some audio delay from the cameras and to the pad you're holding. So, based on what we heard today, and what some people heard, just to be sure, listen for a few seconds. Listen if you can hear anything that resembles walking, footsteps, singing, anything like that. And if you don't hear anything for 2, 3, 4 seconds, I'm sure it's good to go. And give the lamps down there a big flash if you hear something, okay? We don't really want anyone breaking in, so be careful though. We are on a tight budget as well, so electricity at night is still limited. So here's the deal. Flashing those lamps down there, it drains quite a lot of power if there's no movement detection in that room. So therefore, please use those flashes sparingly. Only use them if you hear something in that room, okay? We don't really want you to suddenly sit there in the darkness for half a night with no power left. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. I'll update you tomorrow if anything else is to be reported, yeah? Good night.
Madre mía. No me lo voy a pasar porque es muy difícil. Me veré un tutorial ya para otro día, para completármelo, pero... porque creo que se está bien, pero quiero ver el jumpscare de algún pavo. ¿Se ha metido pizza aquí? ¿Es normal? Pero entonces ¿para qué está el sótano? Ah, vale. Quiero que me mate Luigi, tío. Me hace ilusión. La energía, ya, sí. Si no me lo... si no me lo estoy intentando pasar. Si es que quiero ver el susto de alguno, ¿sabes? Vale, que quiero que me mate este. Está guapo, ¿eh? Está guapo. Me ha gustado el juego, ¿eh? Todo complicado, ¿sabes? Pero está guapo, ¿eh? Vamos a buscar sobre el juego este. ¿Te busco otro? No, da igual. Bueno, sí, búscame otro. Que no estoy con un bloqueo de anuncios. Que es el puto Opera. Ah. Esto lo quiero ver. Bueno, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo. No os olvidéis darle like, suscribiros a la campanita y nos vemos en otro. Chao, chao. ¡Ay!